Hi, I'm Christy Williams, and I'm here to reflect on 2020. I think we can all agree that it's been a difficult year. There have been a lot of challenges and hard times, not just for some, but for most of us. We've seen physical, financial, and emotional troubles throughout the world. And ironically, our word for 2020 was resiliency. And that word was chosen not because I knew there was going to be a pandemic, but because I had studied the 100 most resilient cities, and they had a lot of characteristics that I thought were worth looking into. One of those was to be reflective. And in this time of pandemic, I feel like we've done more reflection than normal. Another term was to be resourceful. And I like this one because it allows us to be imaginative and come up with new things for old problems. Another good one was to be robust, which means to be healthy and strong. And our 911 system must be healthy and strong, but our people must be as well. The last one was redundancy. And in 911, redundancy and diversity is always at the top of our mind. Now, for those of you who know me, you know I'm a little bit of a Pollyanna. And for those of you who are too young to know Pollyanna, she was a little girl that was super positive and always looked for the good in things, no matter how bad they seemed. And so, in my looking for the good in this last year of 2020, some of the things I came up with was the pandemic has been a time to slow down. We've been allowed to renew ourselves and practice mindfulness. Another positive has been all of the virtual training that's been offered for free or at low cost, allowing more people than ever to get professional development. I also think that people have become more patient, understanding, and tolerant during these times, and that's always a good thing. But the best thing about the pandemic for me has been the amazing NCT 911 staff. They have spent their time examining processes and systems, looking for efficiencies that we've never had before. They have been so adaptable and have found creative solutions to many problems. In addition to solving problems, the team has also worked together to brainstorm ideas that have allowed us to help PSAPs. And they've also contributed individual ideas to help our 911 culture. And in an era when we're not able to collaborate in person and doing more on video, this has really helped improve our culture. The 911 team at NCT 911 has years and years of experience and an exceptional skill set. And this year has been a year more than any other where I have seen them exhibit our core values of heart, courage, and attitude. We have been determined not to let this pandemic stop progress in 911. As a matter of fact, we pulled out our strategic plan just like we do every year, and we have worked through a full plate of projects in this past year. I think the most noteworthy of our projects this year has been the dispatch mapping. We have had every team involved in this project, and it's taken almost the whole year from when we first started working with our stakeholders to develop our requirements, through procurement, working on contracts and negotiations, training, testing, and advocating for our TCs. One of the great things that we saw through this project is that we were able to, for the first time, conduct virtual training. And I don't think it's going to be our last. We also believe that most of our cuts will be held virtually, keeping our PSAP safer and allowing us to utilize the full potential of this cloud-based product. Now, speaking of the product, this is an exciting product. This mapping software has features and functionalities that we have never seen in a map. It is really going to enhance 911 and provide extra tools for our telecommunicators. Plus, they're going to think it's really cool. So we're excited about implementing this product early next year. I am so thankful that we work for an agency and executives that support remote from home work and have provided us the tools we need to be successful this year. I also want to thank our vendors and partners who have easily gone to a virtual environment and continued to support us and the products and services that they have provided us. They continue to maintain our systems and make important enhancements. But none of our progress this year would be possible without our wonderful PSAPs. They continually support us. They volunteer to try new things. They're okay with change, kind of. No, they are okay with change. They are really pulling together, and we have together been working on engagement with our PSAP. We've gotten a lot of feedback this year, and I'm so thankful for that. I appreciate that people feel comfortable enough with us not only to provide positive feedback, but concerns as well. But let's talk about the PSAPs in this pandemic. I once heard a presentation that said, you know the heroes when you're in chaos and you see people running into the chaos when everyone else is running away. Those people running into the chaos are the heroes. And that's what we've seen from you, the 911 telecommunicators, in this season. You never missed a day in the center, answering calls. And when the rest of us were sheltering in place and staying at home, you continued to serve. You've been there for us, and you've been a shining light in a time of darkness, ready to take our calls in times of need. You are true heroes. So as we say goodbye to 2020, I can honestly say it hasn't been all bad. We've learned a lot of lessons, and I do believe that the new normal will be better than what we had before. The word for 2021 is going to be courage. I know the TCs have been courageous and need to remain vigilant. Our staff also will have to have the courage to do the right thing, and not just the easy thing. We're going to keep on keeping on, persevere, and never give up. We need the courage to continue to be early adopters so that we can continue to transform the industry. We are going to push for improvements of 911 and be the best that we can be. But it takes all of us. We can't do it alone. We must do it together. NCT 911, saving lives and making a difference. Happy New Year.